We are talking about relationships, and let's focus on compromising without losing yourself. I am Sue, your personal transformation coach. I know that often we compromise because we just want peace. We are tired of fighting to be heard. We are frightened, and there's anxiety within us that we might be wrong. We've got a fear of losing our work. This relationship we're in might be troublesome. We've got a fear of losing a friend. And so we end up compromising. When we compromise for those reasons, we are beginning to lose ourselves because we are not honoring who we are. There is no boundaries anymore. And what people will do, because we teach people how to treat us, what people will do in future, they will not even considering speaking to you. They accept that this is your normal. This is how you view whatever situation, and that you will react like that in the future. It becomes your status quo, your fallback, your knee-jerk, and it is expected from you in the future. And when in the future you want to stand up, that in itself will lead to confrontation. Why do you want to change the playing field now? You've always been okay with it. Now suddenly you aren't. And now you're asking of me to behave differently or to act differently. And so there will be resistance, which will make it even harder. So there are two compromises, a healthy compromise and an unhealthy compromise. But before we even get there, I want you to consider the following when you step into a situation like that, because as we continue, you'll see why I'm saying this. Forget about the pros and cons list that we usually do. I want you to make a list with three sections on it. What is not negotiable? What is negotiable? And what I have no attachment to. So I don't really care about it. I've got no point of view about it. Whatever. That doesn't matter to me. Be very sure that you have all three of those categories, so that when you sit down then with the pros and cons, that you sit down then and communicate your needs to somebody. You come from a place where you know yourself, you know what you want, you know what's important to you, and you know what you are prepared to stand up for, where you're prepared to open the gate, and what you actually don't care about. It's of no consequence to you. It's no importance to you. And it's much easier to work from that place than to do anything else. So as you move forward, consider the healthy and unhealthy compromise. The healthy compromise says, I know who I am. I know what I want. I know what I'm not prepared to compromise on. And I can clearly communicate that to people. And if it is going to lead to confrontation, I will stand my ground within my power, not going to attacking the other person, not going to scream and shout. When you stand strong in who you are, because you know yourself, you carry so much more power. An unhealthy compromise is where we compromise for peace, out of fear, out of anxiety, out of avoidance. That is not a healthy compromise. This makes you vulnerable in your boundaries that you want to set, and it places you in a place where people will abuse your point of view, where they will assume what you want to say or how you want to move forward. Remember, what is not negotiable for you? What is negotiable for you? And what do you really not care about? What can you easily let go? You're not even going to get into a conversation about that. Because if you go into negotiation with a manipulator, They will know far better than you what those three categories are for you due to your past behavior. I wish you best as you move forward. Step into yourself, know what is valuable for you, and never let go on that. And then master your beliefs so that you can master your future. That story where I'm never heard, the story that I'm going to fail, the story that I am always alone and nobody cares about me, those are stories you are telling yourself. Master those stories so that you can master your future, that you can step into your power, into this healthy boundary and a healthy compromise for your future. Have fun in the process, be kind to yourself, and we will chat soon.